Recent updates. Key West, Florida. Monte LaVelle Chitty, a pastor from Marathon, had his head down as two uniformed sheriff's officers led him from a van into the Key West jail on Friday. He had been arrested earlier this month in Texas. Chitty, 62, was arrested by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office on March 4th, one day after deputies accused him of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl inside his church, First Baptist Marathon, at 262nd Street. He posted a $75,000 as bond and later fled after failing to appear at a court appearance on April 1st. U.S. Marshals and local law enforcement apprehended him on April 5th in the small hamlet of Woodville, Texas, after deputies said he reportedly approached a Texas church group that was working with the homeless, causing a member of the group to notify authorities. Chitty refused to answer questions as deputies escorted him back to jail late Friday morning. Deputies from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office accused him of giving the adolescent drink, which she felt had been spiked with something else. She claimed to have passed out on a church library couch and awoke to Chitty having oral sex on her. After the incident was reported to law enforcement, with Chitty accused of calling MCSO in an attempt to get ahead of the claims, deputies discovered a series of graphic text messages on both the victims and his phones. According to an arrest report, Chitty initially complimented the girl's genitalia in the text messages using a cat emoticon. "I prefer you pass out after I perform, not before," the pastor allegedly texted her, according to deputies. "You can't even remember what I did." He also texted her, "Do you recall your orgasmic experience?" according to the prosecution. During the April court date, MCSO Detective Chris Van Hoos informed the judge that, in addition to texts sent to the victim, Chitty had an alarming computer search history. They stated that one question was, how to make sex less painful for a virgin. Another search was said to have been about Ritalin and booze together. Van Hoos said the victim was known to take Ritalin. Additionally, recorded communications from the jail provided the detective with cause for concern. He claimed Chitty urged his wife not to pay any bills and to hold a yard sale to earn money, which created suspicions that the preacher was going to leave the keys. The chief detective stated in court that the pastor has worked in congregations in 25 states during his lifetime. This includes Chitty's time in Alaska, where he assisted law enforcement in remote villages. On April 5th, the Anchorage Daily News published an article featuring allegations made by parishioners and residents regarding Chitty's previous behavior. This includes a 2012 incident in which social media private messages between him and a young woman who'd been living with the pastor and his family became public, according to the newspaper. One of the messages was so disturbing that some community members got the girl a room at an inn so she wouldn't have to stay with Chitty. According to the newspaper, individuals pitched in for a one-way plane ticket out of the village of Cold Bay for her. Chitty has no criminal record in Alaska, but he is currently facing various charges in South Florida. In addition to sexual battery on a minor, Chitty is charged with indecent and lascivious conduct and contributing to a minor's delinquency. A family spokesperson issued a statement late Friday saying, "We want to thank all law enforcement agencies that worked diligently to apprehend him and bring him back to face the charges against him, the news for spreading his information, and the Marathon community for all of the care, love, and support." Chitty's bond has been raised to $1.7 million following his extradition. Please don't forget to follow us and subscribe to stay informed.